M&S provisions. We added the tan backdrop. We put 4 pages on there. We changed the percents. And then I believe the last thing we did yesterday was we entered the numbers for Lady Lobster for 2020, correct? And what that should have done is by entering those numbers in 2020 for Lady Lobster, it should have changed all of those. So then what you need to do is get to your books and flip to page EX 529 and click on sheet 3. And first thing you need to do on sheet 3 is double click on actual sheet 3 itself and type in Henry Haddock and then hit enter and then right click and change the tab color to teal. Which is not showing up, so you just go down here and choose this light blue. Will be just good enough. So for tab color, choose the light blue down here. And then go up here and change this to that same light blue to match. And do the same thing you did last time for the font. Choose automatic. So you got Lady Lobster. And then you got Henry Haddock is blue with blue up here. And then change the word consolidated to Henry Haddock expenses worksheet. And then do the same thing you did yesterday and change those numbers. So do that for Henry Haddock, and then you can move right on to the next one and knock that out as well. That's going to be Sharon Shrimp. And the tab color for that is going to be orange. So then make this one orange. Font color automatic. Sharon Shrimp. And then type those numbers in. And then save. And I'm going to come around and help you. So like I said, I worked ahead just so you should have Lady Lobster, Henry Haddock, and Sharon Shrimp. Tan, blue, and orange. Make sure you change the top headings to match. And then change the numbers. And then save. And raise your hand if you're having issues. Depends on time. Is everybody kind of getting through those? How many people are still typing in numbers? You got Landon back there. Anybody else? Raise your hands. Who's still typing in numbers? You are? Okay, I'll wait a little bit. So don't forget to save. So you're saving as you go. Once you're done with those, I would click back on sheet 1 because that will be our next move. So be ready for sheet 1 here in a second. And you can change the sheet 1 tab if you want to consolidate it, because that's an easy move. And then it should be the tab color of the blue-gray to match the one that's already there. So you should have consolidated, Lady Lobster, Henry Haddock, and Sharon Shrimp. You should have put in numbers for Lady Lobster, Henry Haddock, and Sharon Shrimp. You should have changed the titles to match, and then be on the consolidated page ready to work. Okay, are we all ready to go? Okay, Landon, you just keep working. I'm going to come back to you and I'll help you in a second. Everybody else, get to Consolidated and click on B5. Okay, everybody just take a look up here as I do this. I'll show you how to do it and then I'll kind of walk you through it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get a total of all of these. Okay, so this is basically 3 companies that are owned by one person in a way. So now he's trying to figure out, okay, how much are all of my companies paying out? You with me on what we're doing here? So then what you're going to do is you do your sum function, and it does that. But just watch me. Don't do anything yet. And then you're going to go to Lady Lobster, and you click on that one. Then I hit Control or Shift and click on these 3. And then when I hit Enter, it adds all of them up at one time. So I'll do that again, then you guys can do it. So you click on there and you on Consolidated and B5 and you hit Auto Sum. Then you click on Lady Lobster and you click on B5. Then hold down Shift and click on Henry and Sharon. And then hit Enter and it adds them all up. Go ahead and try it. Hold down Shift and then click on the other windows, then hit Enter. And it should add it up. And if you did it correct, it should be 220,789.88. If you got that, then what you could do is do the fill option, and it will do the rest of them for you.
You do auto sum.
And then after you have that done, if you did it correct, you can hit save and stop for the day. Otherwise, raise your hand if you have